Hello, hello. What have we got open to us today? It's Miri, Midas, Pied Piper or Merlin. Pied Piper specializes in animals, as you well know, and I think they're pretty strong right now. I think they're one of the stronger tribes in this patch. Miri and Midas are both royals. I'll try animals over royals, I think. Finally there's Merlin, who's more of an all-rounder. I'm actually not sure how strong royals are compared to last patch. I don't think much changed for them. Let's take the cat. It does have +1/+1 and it's quite nice. The reason that I think animals have improved quite a bit is the nerf to trees on the one hand and the buffs given to animals in the form of singing swords being better on them now than it used to be. You also have Water Wraith, which works very well with early animals, so you can have a bunch of Princess Bee, Black Cat, stuff like that, that can help Water Wraith grow, and then it can be a staple for you in the mid game. Oh, don't mind if I do. A 33. Oh, and here it is. If I want them, I can create a giant cat, which I don't really want right now. It seems like a terrible idea. Should I keep rolling and look for something better? What's better? Another familiar perhaps? It's much more worthwhile to upgrade that. Or a Mim, perhaps? There's also this mouse. If I can get 3 mice... I'll skip for now, there's not 2 good ones. If you can get 3 mice early, then that's a very large advantage. But I don't really believe in it. So instead I'm trying to maximize combat power for now. Well, I will take a mouse here and I'll take a Poliwaggle. And I'll let Poliwaggle do his thing. If it doesn't work, that's fine. We will hopefully find a Mim or perhaps a Sporkle later on and try and make it work that way. Right now it's the least value it's going to give me, although I think just in terms of pure survival, I think it's a very good idea to let it do its thing if it can. Give it a chance. Incidentally, we are fighting Horde Dragon, who we definitely want to hurt. Excuse me. Now, we had a 50-50 to get that one. Obviously, we have a good chance to win this. No, it's a tie. I suppose I may as well take it, since we've been winning. It seems like a decent chance to work. I'll also take Cinderella. And I'll leave Poliwaggle down here, perhaps. Like so. No, it's fine this way. The idea here, Poliwaggle hopefully kills something that's hurt and grows, and then there's Pied Pig, which is just there to be a finisher, guarantee me winning or at least dying, and in the case where I win by enough that it survives, the +2 gold around is very, very nice. It's pretty much the only time I take Pied Pig when it's just hit 3. Because chances that it actually survives later on in the game are very, very low. So it's not a good method of making money. Suppose if you're really far ahead, you can look for a pig, if you can afford it in terms of space. This guy has one more character than I, but the sure shot did not pay off, so it's something. Oh, we actually win. Piggy's +1/+1 paid off in spades. That's a 5/9, and that's quite nice. Nothing particularly of note here. Do I make a 5? I think I do. That's a nice 5. It's not bad at all. Let's do one more roll because I'm not happy with what we have. I suppose we'll have to make do with what's here. It's a bit weak. We can take a black cat and hope to just get an artifact later on, or we can take this Polywoggle, but again, it's not great. None of those options are great, I'm afraid. We're not particularly fussed about power. We have this Slay Big Pigs that's amazing in terms of power, but... I'll take the Minotaur. I suppose it works with the cat and the pigs. Oh, we will look for a second Blind Mouse. I mean, second one is enough, especially with Pied Piper, that we have high hopes for a third. Here's the Water Wraith that I was talking about. Also very nice. Should I actually keep it? We do have what it takes. That's very low value for your upgraded Mim. If these two died first, then 2 more ships with +6 attack is high value and could have been threatening. But as it stands, it's really nothing. There's barely enough to kill the pig, but it's not gonna happen now. So, 2 more gold. This pig already more than paid up for itself, and that's without the sell cost. I mean, in sell price. So, Water Wraith, we are about to hit 4. I'll still take it. It could be interesting. Not much to say, I guess. So, hopefully we can make do with this. I think we shouldn't be too worried. Chances are we will probably win this one. I have to note that since Geppetto's here, unless we get a bunch of XP to pull ahead of him, it might not be wise to compete with him for animals. I suppose it will depend how many we see going up to 6. There's no one particularly inclined to any other strategy that I see here. No royals or someone like Selwa who's very, very good with trees since they're all late game. In which case, it should be fine to go any other strategy. Well, we'll see how successful Geppetto is and how successful we are. Because we are inclined to it, we could still go the other way. If we go... oh wow, that's a loss, right? I mean, that's an insane double sarcophagus, really? Yeah. It's not something that we can beat. Sarcophagus as it stands is such a strong, dominant mid-game character that doubling it up is even more insane. I don't mind if I do. Okay, Crown of Atlas is interesting. It's even better for animals, especially for us who have a better than average chance at Pied Piper. That's a little trick you can do. Which one do I want? Book of Heroes might be interesting because everything's good now. I mean, all the animals. Then again, Secret Stash is also fine. Let's go with Book of Heroes instead. Good Witch of the North. How useful is she? Could place her here, and it's quite a bit of value instead of this silly. But I don't have what to sell. I mean, that guy's not doing anything anymore. Definitely want to replace it somehow. I guess it's not that big a deal. I can try for something better. I've seen so many of these black cats. I also see so many wizards familiar. If we had the artifact, I might have considered it. There's a monster book here. Should I really try? No, I don't believe in it. We don't have weavers either. I don't believe in it. Hey, stop targeting my pig. He's lost for a reason. That spell. Really strong. Ah, Water Wraith actually got a point. That thing is enough to tie, isn't it? Nah, yeah, it is. There's no point buffing the pig, it's going to still be unbuffed. There's 2 Romeos here, how... Is it a good opportunity? I could try and go royals, I could. Is that a good opportunity? fine. Fine, fine. Nothing here. And nothing here. I mean, what we could use right now is a third Romeo, a third Blind Mouse. If we had flies, time flies, I'd actually consider them, because we already have 3 big pigs and we are Pied Piper. But as it stands, I suppose I should place this here. It's better. And this here, perhaps? Just in case. A 14-15 is actually large right now. Our health is, well, the best in the game right now. We've only ever lost 1 round. And that doesn't mean we'll win this. In fact, I presume that we will lose this one. Assuming the guy has any sort of animal synergy. I do remember him having a Princess Peach, if I'm not wrong. So here, yeah, he has one. That's a good one. Yeah, it's impossible for me to win. I'm even helping him finish that one. That quest. The damage isn't too severe, 7 is fine for us to take, but it is a hint that we should probably look into getting stronger, faster. Ring of Rage is interesting if you go animals. There's also Forking Rod. I don't particularly value 6 of shields in most compositions, but Forking Rod is also interesting. Do we go with the rod or do we go with the ring? The ring is very good for cat and 3 big pigs if we can find any flies. I think we'll stick with it. And we'll take this. Forget about trying to grow stronger right now. Unless of course we replace this pig with Hungry Hippo. There's 1 and then here 3 more, so it's 4. It's a decent growth rate, but suppose it could be better. No, we'll take it, and try and see if we can't do better. I don't believe in the pig anymore anyway. Oh wow, that's a nice one. I was actually looking for something a little smaller, like Time Flies or a Buzzard, or even another hippo. For any such contingency, I could have definitely sold things. Or you know what? That's fine. I think it's stronger. Kill Dooza, please. Ah, that's a shame. Well, at least she killed a very weak and unimportant thing. That water wraith is growing significantly faster now. Yeah, that's why I think it's a good friend to animals. Incidentally, we've reached a very early 6, and since we have Crown of Atlas, this is an amazing opportunity with Good Boy. Oh, that's such a shame. I wanted 2 for this, but oh wow, 2 more Good Boys! How did this happen? Well, never mind, I'm just happy it did. I suppose I can't really sell 2 for this Good Boy. I can sell 2, you know what, it's even better to sell 2 for this Good Boy. Having 2 Good Boys means 1 Good Boy is buffing the other. It's quite crazy. We're happy, very happy with what we have, obviously. It's such an early 6 and then upgraded Good Boy. Is anyone else 6? That's us. No, only us. We're the only one at 6 and an upgraded Good Boy as soon as we hit 6. This is insane. Now we just need to buff it a bit, find a Bursting perhaps, a couple of more animals. That's it, we are set. We could use some very nice level 6 artifacts like Singing Sword, for example. Good Boy, if you can fetch a Singing Sword for me, I'd be very thankful. If not, it's still not too bad. For example, you could get Feather, buff your Good Boy, especially attack, so such that it is the biggest, and it will respawn and buff the spawned Good Boy. It can work. Yes, this is kind of crazy. Oh my! This guy has Black Prism. One of the best artifacts in my opinion. I want to kill these wizards, honestly. They're annoying. Ah, good. We are not killing him, but we are taking the majority of his health points away, and it's a good thing because it's going to be a nuisance later on. With Black Prism on his side. We have one mage, that's not a good idea. We'll take Mimic instead. Replace this Book of Heroes, I believe, because we could use Ring of Rage, or is it the other way around? That way, Good Boy is a very good boy with Slaying. I suppose I don't need the +3 attack that much right now. Very well. I need to buy something. Do I buy Lancelot? This is 16/16, it's enough. It's exactly enough. Don't mind if I do. I suppose you'd better sit behind. Yeah, that's fine. The reason that I place this thing second is the Good Boy is going to be more value if the 3 big pigs dies first. Because there's one more character to be buffed by 16/16. And we don't have a burst in yet. Next round we are trying for the burst in. Actually the Mimic is such a shame here because we don't have anything to buff right now. I suppose if we combine those 3 big pigs we might get something nice to double up. Rather have, or perhaps Lancelot might give us that. Oh wow, such a danger it is to me. If the Good Boy was hit, my game plan would have been gone. Even still, it's pretty gone. Look at the amount of cheat he has in Apple Tree and 2 of these guys. Oh wow, not to mention if a Sarcophagus is so annoying. Well, at least this guy's dead now. These guys are growing so quickly. Slay and Book of Heroes. And now I'm the one who loses. But just by a bit and I grew so much. Double support bonuses. Do we just want Sword of Fire and Ice or Dracula's Saber perhaps? I mean, I think Sword of Fire and Ice will do instead of this. Static bonuses are very strong for animals. If we can get our hands on... that's a very nice Time Flies. We don't particularly want this guy. I know it's not small, but it's not important enough and it'll take too much. Ah, that's an interesting one. The fly, I mean. I have no use for knighthood right now. It's not true. I could knighthood the baby bear, for example, for twice as much stats when bursting comes along. But I don't think that's a good idea. Too much of an investment for not enough payoff. I think we are just taking this Time Flies. These Time Flies are going to be incredibly valuable once we find Bursting. Wait, is that even a good idea though? I'm investing too much, right? I mean, I have 22 health, but it's not going to keep being me winning forever. Everybody else is hitting 6. I think it's a waste of money paying 4 for that fly. I think I should just look for Bursting. Or spells to buff the Good Boy. Those are my 2 priorities, especially attack on that Good Boy. I mean, 20 health is significant, but with no attack on my guys. If only I had... Oh, this guy has 2 bursting. Huh. How annoying. Between this guy going animals and Geppetto, I might not even find it. What can I do then? Just take the best good characters that I can find? I suppose that is my recourse. Which would be what? The tree? Robin Hood? Apart from that one... What else can I really get that's amazing? I suppose I should look for Hercules? Just for the artifact. I mean, it's not like this guy is going anywhere, right? He's still around. Another bear. But it's only good if I go for Bursting and since I know someone will... Oh, I did find one. Okay then. Now if I can find bears, flies, etc., I'll take them. Pig. I will. It's a shame I haven't found any buffs for Good Boy. To be fair, he does get +2/+2 from Bursting, which is 4/4 in terms of attack. It's not too bad. I wanted to leave the 3 big pigs behind because then highest chance that they actually give value before Bursting. But now that we have Bursting, the danger is that Bursting will die before them and it'll give 0 value. It's the same for the baby bear. Since it's the stickiest, we want to put things that would die much quicker up front to make space for the pigs. Now that you want things to spawn before Bursting dies, it's a bit of a different game. Another level 5 artifact. I suppose it's not even that good now, is it? I mean, it can only replace Sword of Fire and Ice. We need Crown of Atlas to make pigs good for Bursting. No, that's not true, actually. We could Beauty's Influence 1 upgraded Bursting. I mean, 3 pigs. And that's the only... No, the Fly and this... Familiar are not inherently good, so there is a loss even if we manage to make there is Beauty's Influence right here. I could take 3 big pigs, make a, let's say, Staff of the Old Toad for example, instead of Crown of Atlas, and then play Beauty's Influence on the 3 big pigs, and basically everything is good. But the pigs that spawn are not good in case it dies first. And the Time Flies is not good, which is getting buffed, and this Familiar is not good either. So all in all, I'd say it's a bit of a loss to go and lose this thing out. On the other hand, Sword of Fire and Ice, I feel as though it's not as good because the buff on front row is HP. It's not doing much. So let's take that. Oh wow, look at this payoff. I mean... I can't sell everything, I can only sell 2 things for this fly. I'll sell 1 thing instead, and take this shrivel. Maybe it'll do something. So, we need an attack buff for this Good Boy. It hasn't been buffed for so long. We really want an attack buff for it. I also could have used a more powerful artifact. I'm not sure. That's not too bad, I think. Obviously, if I could find 1 + 10 attack, that would be a huge game changer for me. Or another Bursting, that also works. Huh. Since this guy is gone, competition is far less fierce for our favorite animals. There is another 3 big pigs, but there's no way he spawns, there's just not enough space. There's also +4 health, I don't consider it imperative. This I do consider imperative. So much strength now. Each of these flies is truly amazing. I mean, it's quadruple the stats it has, so 32 plus whatever the Good Boy has. 12 now. The funny part is, the only growth it did was from Bursting. Ah well, this Staff of the Old Toad is doing its work very well. We're getting premium characters. Would it be a good idea to put one of those in a croc if presented the opportunity? It's only so-so. Better to put this 3 big pigs in a croc, then I can place it up top, instead of Lancelot, for example. Yes, I very much like the idea of putting the 3 big pigs in a croc. Very much like it. I'd like to find that and then an Echo Wood. Replace Lancelot with an Echo Wood, which will sit here, this will sit here, the 3 big pigs will be on position 4. That's, I suppose, optimal, in my opinion. A bit of a loss. But not that bad yet. Now everything is too big, I think. No, it's just because of this. Okay, since there's no sleigh, it's going to be quite easy. I mean, he did get one sleigh, but there's no Baba Yaga or anything. That's what saved me. If he had Baba Yaga, I might have been in trouble because this thing might have been just too big for me to kill it. It's the weakness of animals, right? It's not the same against trees. There you can usually prevent such problems from occurring. That's another interesting one. Replace this Lancelot with a good boy. Should I? I mean, if the good boy was bigger, it would have been a no-brainer, but as it stands, it's a bit sus. No, I'll do it. Just for fun. Huh. Is it good to have one that's way bigger? I mean, it's okay, it's not amazing. I might prefer to have two. Yeah, I'll prefer to have two for now. Where can I find a buff? Oh, here it is. Echowood. Very much like the idea of Echowood. Well, yes, but where do I place it? There's too much stuff going on this board. I suppose it would be easy if Baby Bear or Burstein combine. That's where I place it. There are a few more rounds. I suppose I can leave things the way they are. Sell Lancelot perhaps next round, or no, perhaps the familiar. And then we'll see. The good boy is only ever good the secondary one. No, it's not true. It doesn't matter which order they die in. Huh, that's your good boy, huh? It's very similar strategy to mine, except he has Echowoods, and they are big. Don't get me started. Well, that's about as big as I get. These 240 something Echowoods are just too large. I need my own Echowood. That's exactly what I was thinking. Echowood is too good to pass up. It's necessary. If I had Singing Sword, it might have been different, but as it stands, it's just too much. I'd like to kill the 3355 to minimize damage, if you don't mind. Of course you mind. Everything goes the other way. Never mind. 10 damage. If it was 7, I could have been far more durable towards the next attackers. Well... Ah, a croc. That's good. I would not have done it if Trophy Hunter the Dead was not my next opponent. Now, in this situation, I think the secondary good boy might not be good enough. If the combination of Baby Bear or Burstein is achieved, then I can place another good boy. What I really want is to combine the Burstein. It's a slight drop in stats because it's only 3 times instead of twice 2 times. But on the other hand, level 6 artifact is just the best I can get if it's Singing Sword, mainly. Singing Sword will be plus 30 attack on everything, and particularly the good boy. It's what I need to really take this into the next level and guarantee almost the win. Without it, I'm far weaker. Yeah, if this is Singing Sword, I'd consider it complete. Like, there are no more artifacts acquired. Huh. Obviously, he's way too far gone to far back in time to pose a threat to a later game comp, but... Oh. Now, Singing Sword. Unfortunately, it's not. We could take Wand of Wording instead of this Staff of the Old Toad, and then cast each spell 3 times. We don't really have any use for the book, or we could take Pandora's Box and hope for, let's say, Mirror Mirror. That would be very interesting. Mirror Mirror for twice while we're at it. There's no space most of the time, but you know. Do we Pandora's Box or Wand of Wording? Wand of Wording could be amazing if we can see a spell. I mean, I think that's sort of what we need. Huh. That's a bit... I mean, I could take it, but then I'm not sure what I'd find to take its place next round. I really want this good boy to grow while I'm at it, but I don't have a way to do so if I take this bear. Then again, I haven't seen anything particularly good. I've seen +4 health and this 1/1. That's what I've seen for it. Could take the baby bear, could take the 3 big pigs, could take nothing and keep rolling. What to do, what to do. I don't believe in artifact and I think I'll keep rolling. That's not it. Fine. It's not quite that good. No. Nothing. But 3 times is still enough for the good boy to grow significantly. Good boys, I suppose, all around it. Not bad, right? Ah, that's a shame. That's a real shame. On the other hand, if you look at the numbers, there's nothing he can do against my Echowood here. Or is there? One of his will return. I need more stats on mine if I want to kill 3 of them. And now this guy suicides. Kill it, and it's a tie. No wait, it's not a tie if this thing survives, which it won't. A shame. Okay, let's see if we can't upgrade another good boy, but first I would very much like a buff for my good boy. It's been a while. I should see one buff. The Echowood is nice, very nice. It's the best I can get right now. I still expect to lose simply because I don't have +9/+9 on all of my characters' attack. For the 2 good boys, it's such a significant difference. I should lose this one. I'm not sure I'll survive, but if I do, we'll try again. I can't believe we haven't seen a single attack buff in 40 something, 50 something gold. That's such an astronomical impossibility, but it happened. This Echowood is very good for us. It's enough just to place it here and we should be good to perhaps win, perhaps tie, I'm not sure. Yeah, the Echowood and perhaps one more good boy, but it's a shame we can't buff our good boy. Well, on the other hand, this time around we are guaranteed to get more value out of the 3 big pigs, so maybe it will make up for the difference a bit. I'm not sure. Oh dear, look at this Dracula's Saber. It's such a good artifact against me, against both of us obviously. His artifacts are very, very strong. Mine are less so, I'm afraid. I mean, this is very useful, but Wand of Wording, Mimic, Sounds in theory amazing, but when you see not a single spell, it's not good enough. Kill this guy, please. Thank you. Yeah, now it comes back, so I will take 8. It's not really a difference. This artifact is such a nightmare. Well, this will help to some extent, but it's not enough to do it all by itself. Interesting. This smite will happen 3 times if it can kill the 2 burstings. Should I take it? I suppose I should, right? It's stronger. The stats are multiplied, and perhaps I can find a better artifact, because Wand of Wording does nothing for me. I just can't find anything. On the other hand, is it better than trying to find another Good Boy or Echoed? Probably not, right? Bit of a weird situation. I suppose it's true that my strength lies in spells more than anything. Perhaps it's a bad idea to take this baby bear. Oh, fine. I'll skip it. This I have to take. There's a Good Boy and there's a Drink Me. The Good Boy is particularly valuable because, again, if I can replace this with Singing Sword, then it's over. I just need you to give me a tie, that's all. If the Bursting dies, or the Echoeds die, that's very, very useful. Okay, that's an Echoed. Bursting. Not this one. Bursting. Good. It's my win. Since he doesn't have Crown of Atlas, the number of characters buffed by this Good Boy is actually quite low. You don't have to find a buff spell to make use of Wand of Wording Mimic. Yeah, it's true. If you know what the enemy is playing, you might not even need the... Oh, that's such a shame. You might not even need a Hex, because some strategies are pretty much impervious to Smite, like dwarves or trees, to a certain extent. Trees can have low health depending, but for the most part I think, yeah. I might not win though. It's 9... If this thing survives, I mean. It's 9 and then I'd need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to kill him. So he should live. Even in best case scenario for me. And this is not it. No, I'll need another win. Well, deliver this win for me. Ah, again. I could take Phoenix Feather, I could. But I'm afraid it's not very good here. It's not very good here at all. I guess I skip this. Such a shame. I mean, if I take Phoenix Feather, who will come back? Bursting if it dies, and then later on perhaps an Echoed? Yes, after one of those it's the Echoed. Then an Echoed will return twice. It's not bad. You know what, I'm taking it. That's such a shame. There's nothing here. Ah, finally. After the Wand of Wording is gone, otherwise it would have been 30 and I'd be the winner. I suppose now I am in danger of having the same thing done to me, except on a smaller scale, like one smite on this bursting. No, that's fine. His spell was not particularly impactful. And this should do it. How long until this Good Boy dies? Okay. Yeah, my Echoeds are trading 1 for 1, but mine return twice, whereas his returns once, so... Well, also my other things are bigger than his, so they might have a bearing on the Battle of the Trees that we have going on here. I like this Battle of the Trees thing. I think I'll make it the title. Yeah, my Echoed is actually big enough to trade 2 for 1 with his. Truly amazing. And this is a wrap. Once I remembered that actually it's not going to be a Bursting, it's going to be an Echoed that comes back, I just realized this is just the win. Singing Sword would have been nice, but this is perfectly fine, perhaps even better at this position. Thanks for watching, it was a fun game. You can like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time.